rain. Who knows? It poured last night. Um, a lot. So we'll see what seeds with the rest of the day. But hopefully everybody's having a wonderful day, even though it's not sunny out. I did try to wear some colorful clothes this morning and so forth. And so I did if you all didn't join the live yesterday, we did a new thing, the YouTube Shuffle. I don't know if I can get Mocha to participate in it without maybe doing an AI or something with her. But I did do one that I love for Blessings Through Connection. So I changed the beat a little bit for it, and I changed the beat, and I changed the words just a little bit. Just instead of it saying groovy, which it does over on this channel, it says get your connection engines going. Hi, Tuber Chat over on Blessings Through Connection. And so that is our thing. YouTube Shuffle. Guys, you got to get the thing out of your head that says that when you go to a channel, everybody has a channel, that you're going to hit. Thank you so much, Kevin. That you're going to hit that subscribe button. Yes, you will, but you're honestly hitting that connection button. There's an emotional connection I have to channels within like Tuber Chat, for example, and there's people I know and people I care about, and the channels that I care about, and we become a community. You can't get that on a subscription. And so we can't change the button, but if YouTube ever does, you can bring it back to this girl. But I think that if we change in our head to the connection button, it changes a lot of things. So we are going to change it here, at least in our minds, through Blessings Through Connection and Blessed to Crochet. We are changing it to the connection button. We're going to do the YouTube Shuffle. And I got the idea because of Foodie's Vacation. I said, well, she said something about doing a certain dance on a cruise. And I said, you should make it the YouTube Shuffle. And then when I thought about the shuffle, the song says turn, to the right, to the left. I thought, oh, wait a minute, there's an idea there. And so that started the idea. And hopefully I am still alive and I didn't just fall off because that happened last week. But anyway, and it is starting to rain. And so we are starting a new thing here, and on Blessings Through Connection. Make a comment, make a connection. It is hand in hand with each other. If you will make a comment on somebody's video, on somebody's short, on somebody's community post, and then find somebody to connect with, I guarantee you, you're going to connect. Now, that does not mean that they may connect back with you. It's not a numbers game. It's just a connection game. And so we are going to change it here. We can't change it on the button, but we're going to change it here. And so I just think it really sets it off so much different. And if you look at it, there is connection to the right and there's connection to the left. We are starting something tomorrow. It will appear on both channels. I talked about it in a live yesterday. It is a community post that will come out at midnight every day. Look for the picture. Look in the picture. You will see the date, because what happens when you post on YouTube for the community post is that eventually it'll just sit there and say, posted a day ago, posted 3 days ago. It doesn't really give you a date for when it's posted. So because of that, we've put the date. So look for the date and start just saying hello. Start making those comments. And I'm hoping that we can fill those community posts with just a lot of people saying, hello, how you doing today? Hope you have a blessed day. Let us know if you're going to be doing a live. You can't put any links in there, of course, but you can still say, hey, I'm doing a live at 7 a.m. tonight. Put your time zone in there. Put the date in there just so it shows, because, if it's 3 days away, then You may want to go back. You may want to go in 3 days and put it again on the post that's there. But those are going to roll out every day at midnight for you guys to just fill those community posts. And what's going to happen too is that we can go back for those community posts, and maybe more people will add comments. Click on their name, go over to their channel, make a connection. Even if they do not have content on their channel, hit the subscribe button. No, hit the connection button, because that's in essence what you are doing. You are connecting, especially with channels that do live and are focusing on building community, building connection, building support. That's what you're doing. You are doing those things when you come into their community. That's why when new people say, hey, I subbed, I say, welcome to our community. And I'm going to start saying, welcome to our community. Thank you for connecting, because it is all about the connection. We don't crochet here. We connect here. We crochet connection. We just don't show how to crochet, even though I am wearing crochet today. There are times where I'll take my crochet outside and I'll sit with you all and I'll crochet. I've just never felt capable of really being able to totally, um, you know, feel like I can teach it. And there's so many places that I feel as if I can show people, hey, this is how you do it. This is, or not how you do it, but this is where I feel comfortable to send you. Bag a Day is one of the top ones I would send people. She has a lot of wonderful tutorials. I don't mind showing when I can, but I just never felt equipped to do it. And I really never wanted to start that off. It just happened. And even, it was something that we kind of considered about changing the name. And it was like, I remember, I've learned so much being in Tuber Chat. I really have. And Kevin's even said, I snap back, Kevin's even said, there's going to be a point in time when your channel name really doesn't matter, because it's not about the name of the channel. It's about the person behind the thing. Go and investigate. I thought about it, when we were thinking about changing phone services, which we're still debating about. I didn't just go and leap in to a phone service. I investigated it. I wanted to know, hey, is my bill going to be $10, $20 more a month, or is it going to be $50 more a month? And so because of that, we should be investigating channels when we go in. What are they about? Do they have lives? Do they have community? What are they doing on their community tab? We should be investigating what that channel is all about, not just taking it for name value. If you think about it, it's the same way what we did. I didn't just take one person's word that this is what the bill was going to be. I took somebody else's, and then even calling like T-Mobile, I called them on the phone, and I thought, now I want to go to the store and see what it is. And so go into the channel. Hi, Coffee. Go into the channel and find out who they're all about. If you come here, don't just stop at the videos. Because if you stop at the videos, you say, oh, they're all about the devotional. No, we're not. It is a part of our channel, but it's not the whole enchilada. And that's the really important thing. I know I'm behind. And I got caught up with the devotions and I got behind. But again, there is over 6 months worth of devotions on there. Don't focus necessarily on the date. Focus on one that's going to feed your soul. Hi, Castle. How are you? So I think that we have to remember that we have to be in a position of connecting with channels, connecting with people in the chat. I have really found blessings through connection kind of amazing. And I'm so glad that we did that other channel. And I'm so glad we took it in the direction in which we took it. And I'll tell you why. I have found out that I am seeing people come in that chat and chatting with each other. The focus is people are enjoying the relaxing music and the screens and the stream that's in the back, but they're more focused on connecting with each other in the chat and talking and asking how you're doing and asking how your weekend's going. And I found out one of Gail Southern Living's having a family reunion, and this person's doing this and this person's going to a rodeo, and that's what it's all about. It's not coming into a chat and saying, hey, by the way, I have a channel. Yeah, we all have channels. You'll find it, but you'll find it better and you'll find it more. It'll stick more in your head if you hit the connection button. That is what we're going to change it here on Blessed to Crochet and Blessing to the Connection. We're going to say hit that connection button, which is YouTube subscribe button. And I really do hope that they change it, because I don't have an emotional attachment to Netflix. If something better came forward than Netflix, I'd be all over it. I have an emotional connection to channels that I have become part of their community, and that's what it's all about. Guys, especially when somebody is dealing with a chronic illness, this girl, they are days where they're difficult and there's struggles, and I can go into places and communities that I have found and go, hello. Yeah, we'd love to see our numbers, right, grow on YouTube. We don't like it when we go into our analytics and, like, last night there was 1828, and then this morning I don't know where 2 people vanished to, but they did. But it doesn't matter, because it has nothing to do with the number count. It's everything to do with the subscriber count. I know I have people like Snapback. I know that Tuber Chat shows up when he can. I know that I'm so glad to see Castle in here, and Coffee started coming in here. I know people will come into the chat. When we were doing the ride home last week and somebody said, oh, well, I don't know why you're live. You only have 22 people in here. Yeah, I'm going to be here for the 22 people. And then came back and said, well, you only have 15. Well, I'm going to be here for the 15. There's 3 people in here. I'm going to be in here for the 3 people that are in here. I'm going to show on up. And that's what it's all about. It's showing on up, being part of a community. And I can tell you from being a part of a bigger channel. Yes, exactly. By the way, they didn't last very long. Being a part of a bigger channel at one point, I'm telling you, that community just came together. And one of the things that I really have enjoyed is Foodie's vacations lives in the morning. I'm really, really enjoying it. I'm finding that that's kind of my community in the morning. And I kind of lost that for a little bit, but I've refound that in the morning, and I really, really enjoy it. She gets on there, she laughs, everybody's talking with each other. That's what it's all about. See, it's the connection we're making with each other, and friends that we're finding in places that we would have never found if it hadn't been for this YouTube thing. I mean, there was a point, and I think to myself, it wasn't too long ago when I thought of YouTube as just a place where you just watch videos. I didn't think anything about, the place where, okay, this is a community-based thing. Didn't think a thing of it. Now I think of it in that way because it has changed over time. It's not just a place where we go to watch movies or little documentaries and stuff and everything. It's a place where we come together as a community. I think the lives have changed those, and I just think that I heard a very important thing I was watching yesterday. And if y'all aren't following Kevin Colby, I think that's what his name is. He is excellent, absolutely excellent. and he reached his 100,000. He got his plaque, and he talked about the things that he learned through his experience of that. And one thing that he said is, I learned over the time to let YouTube be YouTube. Think of that for a minute. He said, I posted every place. And he said, not that I don't not post every place, right? But he said, I allow YouTube to be YouTube. I allow myself to be myself. And I think if we are trying to make YouTube, Facebook, or Instagram or something else and work like those do, it ain't going to work. It's going to flop. We've got to let YouTube be YouTube, and then we got to let ourselves be ourselves. Have changed. They want you to connect with your audience. They want you to engage with your audience. They want you to collaborate. Absolutely. And see, that's the thing. I'm telling you, I love doing lives. I really love doing lives when I collaborate with other people. And that, I love all that connection and so forth. And so we have to realize that if we're trying to make YouTube do anything else but YouTube, it's not going to work. We have to let YouTube do the YouTube thing, right? Never use hashtags in content, destroys your chance. And you know what? That's one thing that I'm going to tell you, Castle. I'm kind of learning. Now, see, Kevin Colby says he stopped using tags. People say use hashtags, and then they say don't use hashtags. You know? I know, but if y'all haven't watched Kevin Colby, he's got a lot. I love his delivery. He's real simple. But he says, I got done using tags. He said, I don't use tags anymore. And people say, yeah, use hashtags. And the people say, don't use hashtags. And you just, you know, you never know. I think the new tubers, you should use hashtags. I don't know. I think, and here's the thing, I think we have to experiment. That's kind of what Kevin Colby said too. He said, and I hopefully got his last name right. I will tag his channel below here. You know, you have to kind of find out not only what works for yourself, but works for the YouTube thing. You know, when we started this channel, the focus was connection. The focus has stayed connection. The only thing about it is that the focus of the connection has grown stronger. Like my focus and determination of making sure people realize the importance of connecting with each other, getting past a YouTube name, all of those things are kind of zeroing on in. And it's just really important. We're changing the tide here. We're hitting that connection button. We are hitting and doing the YouTube shuffle. I will post that on Blessings to Connection, the version later today, and I will try to see if I can figure out. I tried last night because it'd be really cute to get Mocha involved, but I don't know if I can do that. She's a funny duck sometimes. So tomorrow is my anniversary. I probably will not go live. I have no idea what we're going to do yet. I have absolutely no idea. Your video description matters. Short title. Never upload public videos. Needs 3 hours to get set up in the algorithm. Once done, release. That's a good tip. And then on Wednesday, this lady over here, she is having a birthday. Hi, Dennis. Hashtags work if you hit the right ones. I hit them once, 12 views, almost already. See, yeah. I don't think we ever totally know. We're totally know. But anyway, we're a church. And so remember to be proud of being yourself. Everybody else is taken. And maybe this is a discussion to have about hashtag, no hashtag. I don't know. We've got you covered. Thank you so much for having us covered. And keep crocheting that connection. Keep doing the YouTube shuffle. No crochet hook is required. And remember, today is the day the Lord has made. Let us rejoice and be glad it is. We will see you on the next one. Have a great day or night wherever you're seeing this. Thank you for showing on up, and God bless. Bye-bye, everybody.